Hey Yoda, Tsunakoto, hello and welcome back to another episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. As you can see, I've moved the Arcane boar over and I am still using my repair pick inside here, so I don't really, I wouldn't really want to let this thing get destroyed, because in mining this out I've learned a couple of things about the Arcane boar. First of all, the Thaumium pickaxe in here is number one, not powerful enough to mine out this entire thing. I actually had to take this out and let it charge up about 3 times, I think. 3 times all the way to full, and that was enough to get way to the end here, so it takes a heck of a lot of durability in order to actually mine this out. I've gone ahead and placed some torches in here so that we can appreciate just how far back this goes. It's quite a ways. It's something like 70 blocks or so, I think. Still got some materials in here that I'm going to get out at some point. Zums. Right, oh. Still filled inventory with all of the junk. So you can see over there I have acquired a second node with the node in a jar trick. I'm actually going to get that out now just to let that charge up with the wand. The main reason, of course, being that this node over here, if you recall, is a fading node, and I don't think that's a very good thing. For one thing, it hasn't charged back that 49 aspect juice, or the 2 aspect juice that we took out of it, which is not good. I guess that's what fading is. It's sort of whatever you take out of it ain't gonna charge back. So hopefully that will turn itself into a pale node at some point. And then I've acquired this node over here, which was the one that was down beneath the Terra node that we have over there. I've already drained this one. This one has 14, 10, 16 Terra Air Pedicio respectively inside of it, and I've already drained it, and sure enough the aspects are coming back, but they're not coming back very fast. But that's exactly what it says here about the stabilizer. It halves the normal recharge rate of the node. I didn't quite understand what that meant at the time, but now I sort of get it. That basically means that the aspects sort of inside it charge back slower. So today, I'd like to start the episode off by doing a little bit of scanning with the Thaumonomicon, and then we're going to get into some research about powering this guy, which would be really cool. So the node stabilizer, I guess we have to shift click. Okay, so node stabilizers have 5 aqua, 4 metallum, 5 auto. Is that 6 precontatio? Looks like it. 8 terra and 4 vitreous. Cool. We haven't done water jars yet. I've got to shift click that too. That just has 1 terra in it. Okay. What else around here haven't I done any research on? I don't think I've done night ore actually. Yes, here we go. Check that out. I just moved that there because the crucible makes noise when it boils. So that's 1 ignis, 3 lux. How much potentia? 1 potentia and 1 census. Cool beans. Is there anything else that I have yet to research? The balanced shard. That sounds like something that we want to have a go at. This is probably going to have a heap of stuff in there. Okay, 2 air, 1 auto, 1 pedicio, 1 precontatio, 1 terra, and 1 vitreous. You'd think that it would have all of the primal aspects in it, seeing as it's sort of, well, made of them. Okay. What else do we need? I've done elementum. I have yet to do a glass file, so let's have a look at this. 1 vacuous. That could be an interesting source of vacuous, because before I was using the chest for my source of vacuous. I have yet to do mob drops, so let's have a look at that. Have I done bows? Yep. I have done a bow. I haven't done undead harvester, or research undead harvester. Cool. So that's got 1 arbor, 3 instrumentum, 9 metallum, 2 pedicio, and 2 precontatio. I can hear a zomzom outside. We might actually try scanning I'd say living, but they're not technically living. Oh, he's on fire because it's the morning. Hooray! Come on. Scan him. To examine us. What else does it have? It had Humanus and Terror inside there as well. And now it has Rotten Flesh. Great segue there, guy. Let's have a look at Rotten Flesh, which has 2 Corpus and 1 Humanus. That could be a good source of Humanus. Awesome. What else haven't I done around here? That's pretty much everything, to be honest. All I really have to do now is research items that are in my chests. Well, that's right, I looked in here. See, here's the funny thing. Entity.itemframe.name is right there, but then if you look at this, it's just item frame, so I'm figuring if I just throw the item on the ground, this might actually... Small little exploit there. 6 arbor and 1 panis. Is that the same as this? No! The item and the entity are 2 separate things. What about an empty map? And can I kind of cheat with multiple maps? Let's find out. I haven't actually done Project Mapball in a little while. Sorry, guys. 9 metallum in a map. Okay, and you can't do maps. Way to go, Azanor. Nice one. What else can we do? Try a bone, a zombie brain. I meant to try a zombie brain. I've been wondering what's inside these for a long time. We have 4 Cognitio, 2 Corpus, and 2 Examinus. So that's a good source of some rarer aspects. Bones have Corpus and Mortuus, and we also got a new research clue. Could be cool. Yeah, but I doubt I'm going to find anything looking here, though. What about stuff from my inventory? I did research the clock, I think. Birchwood. We haven't done arrows. Arrows are pretty common. We'll have a look at those. Hello. Ooh, good source of talum. Because it's the only aspect that's in there. Research that. What is string? Oh, that's right. So, small little update. I got my Thaumaturge's boots sorted out. Cool. Bestia and Panis. Okay, cool. I've done Stone Axe. I've done that now. I think I've researched everything that's in my inventory, but we haven't done the wood. These are probably just going to have arbor in there. I haven't really done the woods. Planks. Like that. There we go. So, arbor. What did you expect? I don't think have I researched the wand? I thought I did. There we go. So 5 instrumentum and 7 praecantatio. Nice one. And I haven't researched a thermometer yet. I think that's pretty much everything that's in my inventory. I still feel the itch. I still want to do some more research. So let's have a look around for some interesting things that we have yet to research. Netherwort sounds like a good idea. Let's have a look at that. Netherwort has 1 herba and 1 praecantatio. That could be a good... That's a new source of praecantatio, actually. Because before I was using greatwood planks, but that would be a really good source. Alright, I've done moss stone. I have done eggs. That must be where I got limus from. Paper. We'll have a look at paper. Hello. Cognitio. Nice one. Feather. We'll do raw chicken. That's probably going to have corpus in there too. Yeah, so that was Corpus Victus and Bestia. I don't think we had very much place to get Victus. And wheat. We haven't done wheat. Let's have a look at that. Oh, hello. So we got 1 Famiz, and we have discovered Messus. Ooh. Messus. Let's have a look in the research table at what Messus is. So it's just crop. Oh, okay. Oh, cool, new aspect. So that's a link between herba and humanus. Nice one. Sort of an intermediary one there. Wow. I didn't expect wheat of all things to have a new aspect inside it. We'll try raw beef. Beef! Alright, that's got Bestia, Corpus and Victus. And we'll try Peony, just to finish things off here. Peony! 1 air and 1 herba. Nice one. So that's some new aspects. Well, a single new aspect. Awesome stuff. Very cool. So that brings the total number of aspects that we still need to discover down to 4, I believe, which is quite good. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So I'm level 30 once again. I'm going to go ahead and put an enchantment on my Thaumaturge's robe. Hopefully we can get some repair or something a bit interesting on there. Let's have a look. Protection 4, prepare 2. That is pretty much perfect. Wow. Thanks, game. Let's do the F3 and H trick. You have to do it out of your inventory screen just to see if that's working. It's not going up. Maybe I have to wear it? Okay, there we go. So that's the durability increasing. And back up to full. Nice. So these can have repair on them, and they do look really nice with the enchantment glow. That does look a little bit better, doesn't it? Hey, I'm a magical guy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Right, it's time to clean up the inventory, and it's time to do some research. Looks like a lot of what I've got is mob drops, so in you go, boys. Get out of my life. Get these up here. Just sort the inventory out, something that I like to do, and we are good to go. Now we're good to go. Right. So today's research is going to be a pretty interesting one. It's going to be to do with nodes. We've got the Arcane ball all sorted out and ready to go. All we really need for that actually is just a decent pick to use with it. Or a decent way of keeping this pick repaired in there. And I'm thinking, let's get this guy back out. I'm thinking something like this. Harnessing Vis. Power to the people. Oh, and it's raining, so we might just move further into the cave just to avoid that. Let's go ahead and get the research note for that. And while I'm looking at the screen here, you can see we have a couple of new focuses that are in Fusion unlocked. We have the Fond Focus Warding, and we also have 9 Hells, which is a Forbidden Knowledge. So that's going to give us more of that kind of badness with the whole black screen fading and heartbeats and whatnot. Yeah, so now we have the research note for the Harnessing Vis research. So let's have a look. This one requires Aurum, Machina, and Potentia to be connected, which is a pretty easy one, I would say. That's Auto. Machina is back here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Here it is. Modus and Aurum is also quite easy as well. Yeah, so... Okay, but there is a small gap in here, so we can't go straight for that. So we're probably going to do... We're probably just going to go around like this. Okay. Well, let's get started with this then. So that connects straight to Auto. But is there a path that we can use for Ignis at all, just to try and save on aspects and expand my knowledge of how things work? Lux? Okay. So we could go Ignis. We could go Lux. We could probably go Ignis again, Lux again, and Aya. Because Aurum connects directly to Aya, right? Yes, so let's put some Aya down here. So I can go Ignis, Lux, and that saves on aspects. Awesome, and because we got a heap of this, so might as well try and use it up. Okay, and this connects to Modus, so this is a pretty easy one, not gonna lie. I'm gonna probably go... Did those connect? They should. I can't see the line, it's a little bit confusing with the aspects right there. You can see with Aurum, kinda, the connection's a little bit off, but I know because A is hollow right there. So if we go A, Auto, no, because primal aspects won't connect to each other. Is there anything that'll connect to Lux? Not sure. Not that I can see right off the bat. I guess we'll just go a bit higgledy-piggledy then. We'll just kind of bunch them in. We'll put it down another piece of Lux. And we'll sure throw Ignis on, because we've got so much of it. But there we go. Harnessing these, power to the people. Let's discover it and read up on about it. This is going to be pretty cool, I reckon. Without Vis nodes, thaumaturges would not even be able to perform the simplest of tasks. But the nodes themselves have several limitations that make their use impractical for extensive operations. Foremost among these limitations is the fact that they are easily depleted, and it takes quite some time for them to once again gather energy from the mystical source that they are connected to. Yeah, that's pretty much my only criticism with aura nodes at the moment. They just sort of, the nodes that I've found are sort of getting smaller in terms of how much Vis we need to charge this guy up. So yeah, so this sounds like it could be pretty cool. You think you may have found a way around that limitation. In effect, nodes are tiny gateways to a mysterious font of mystical energy, around which the energy slowly accumulates in the form of Vis. The gateway is so small that only a tiny amount of energy leaks into our reality. By levering open this doorway, you can cause Vis to pour forth in a torrent. This is even more dangerous than it sounds, however, and careful steps must be taken during the entire process. Firstly, the node needs to be stabilized during the entire process. Once that is done, you need to craft and place a node transducer above the node. When you apply a redstone signal to the transducer, the node will begin converting to an energized node and quickly lose its stored Vis in the process. The process takes some time, but when it is done, the node will change into an energized node. Caution should be taken to keep both the stabilizer and transducer active from now on. Ooh, I wonder what happens if you turn them off. Kaboom, I'm guessing? Energized nodes no longer store or recharge Vis, nor can Vis be drawn from them with a wand or other means. Instead, they produce a steady supply of CV, centivis, or 1/100th of a Vis. Okay. Each tick. This energy can be tapped by placing Vis relays near the energized node. Each relay acts as a conduit for CV, centivis, and any number of relays can be placed within 8 blocks of an energized node. Relays also transfer energy to each other, allowing you to create a network that transports Vis to anything that needs it, like the Infernal Furnace. Relays use a branching system, so each relay can have only one source, either another relay or an energized node, but may have multiple child relays that branch off it. Okay, I see. That's a little bit of a weird way of wording it, but yeah, okay. You can also tune a relay to one of the primal aspects by using an appropriate Vis shard on it. Okay, so you can channel specific Vis. Cool. Clicking on it with a wand will also cycle through the possible attunements. This does not limit what Vis can flow through that relay, but does prevent it from connecting to any other relay except untuned ones, or ones tuned to the same primal. Right. The amount of energy a node produces per tick is finite, so attaching too many devices to a single source might exceed the amount of CV it can produce. And what would happen in that case, I wonder? It is possible to turn an energizer node back into a normal node. Simply cut the redstone signal to the transducer and it will slowly turn back into a normal node. Caution should be taken, however, since the node will be completely drained of Vis and thus runs the risk of being damaged. I see. So a single V's relay, by the looks of it, is going to cost us 4 iron ingots and a balanced shard. Balanced shards are quite tricky to make, but I did keep my notes on how to craft a balanced shard, the items that I would need. So they're pretty common. Those are pretty common, okay. That's going to make excess potentia, though, if I'm not mistaken. And herba. Well, wait, what can you do? What can you do? Anyway, so this first item over here is the transducer itself, I'm guessing. And in order to craft that, I'm going to need a node stabilizer, night ore, 4 blocks of redstone, and 2 iron ingots, and a comparator. Okay. That is a pretty tall order. Okay. And that's also going to be 32 Ignis, 32 Aya, and 32 Padisha. But hey, at least it's made in here, an Arcane workbench and not with Infusion, right? It could have been harder, but thankfully it's not. Okay then, well... So what should I do here? Should I use up this node here? Or should I try doing this one? So, an energized node. I actually just want to see a bit. We begin converting energized node quickly as it stored these. The process. So, will an energized node have all of the aspects? Because at the moment, I would really love for this node to turn into a normal, well, a pale node so that I can use it. Or do I have to basically go out and find another node to use? Because I would like the node that I want to basically... I need Aya nodes around here, so I'm kind of hesitant to use this node. So it looks like I'm going to have to take a quick break. Charge up the wand with V's. Yeah, looks like we're going to need all 6 aspects pumped up to the max. Well, up to 70 anyway, to make another node in a jar. I'm probably going to bring that back here, get another stabilizer on that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So, we'll be right back. The night approacheth. But bring him on, we can take the badness, especially since we have a lot of air. We only have just enough auto in order to trap our next node, which is going to be this pure... Well, it's not pure. I use the term pure incorrectly, don't I? Pure nodes are an actual thing that occur in silverwood trees. This is a normal node, but it only has a single aspect, so in terms of that, it is pure. But it's not an actual pure node. Anyway, the reason that I'm choosing this node for our power, I guess, experiments here is because I already know of another node that's like this, that's stronger. So this is basically, it's a candidate node that's really close to the base, that's just good for this purpose. So we need to fill that out, which is unfortunately my way out of here. But that's okay, we should be able to fix that once we trap this node in a jar. Slap that on. Cost 70 V's. Yikes. I shucked it too, just to make sure it's my, just to make sure it loves me. So there we go, we've got ourselves a normal node in a jar, fantastic. I guess while I'm randomly running around here looking for basically auto at the moment. Auto is the only one that I really need right now. While I'm randomly running around, we might just approach this. Last time I saw this, we had some problems, but it looks like that's solved. Eldritch Capstone, whoa, okay. And we got a ore node right here, okay. Do we need anything out of there? No, we're cool. What are these things? Looks like that's tile, we've already know those. Eldritch Capstone, though. Okay, that's got 4 Alienus and 4 Vacuous. So, oh, hold on, we saw it. Crimson Cult banner. Okay. The Crimson Cult banner has 1 Alienus, 2 Arbor, 3 Panis, and we got a new research out of it. I guess, sure, I'll go ahead and take one of these. Does it break? You passed the fist test. Congratulations. Here, have a stick. White banner. Cool. Well, there are banners on 1.8, so I think this might be a little bit better. It looks like it's going to be wood, yeah. Wood is the tool, and they stack. Do I want to get some of these capstones? I don't know. And the monolith. Let's have a look at the obelisk, whatever they call. I think they're called monoliths in Thaumcraft too. So that guy's got 8 Alienus, 8 Vacuous, and 4 Census. What about the altar though? Okay, 8, same thing. Okay. Yeah, last time I was here, this place was guarded by some peeps, and I do remember them being in red armor. Looks like something's happened. Something's sunk. There might be some sort of cavity beneath here. This is strange. I would have expected something to be beneath here. That's what happens in Thaumcraft 2. There's something beneath here. I don't know what the purpose of this is in this version of the mod. Yeah, I brought all of my crafting ingredients with me, so I can't collect any of this stuff, unfortunately. But, okay. I did pick up 2 white banners. I'll go ahead and display those proudly in our home for, quote-unquote, defeating the Crimson? What were they called? I'm sorry, the Crimson something. Yeah, the badness. Alright, oh, there's auto in here. Okay, cool. 61, I need 3 more. I'll see you guys back home. Okay. Charge this baby up. 25.6. Sounds about right. With all of these discounts that we get, that's 32 down to 25.6 is almost 10 off, which is quite awesome. Okay, we have the node stabilizer. I think what we need to do first is get that guy down on the ground. Actually, just really quickly, I want to have a look underneath here to see what the bottom texture looks like, because I'm really that curious. Okay, it's just, it's not really anything, it's just the bottom texture thing, because the one on top's going to look a little bit cooler if you ask me. Right, fire up, baby. Right, this thing is in its little glass bubble. And that is on top of the node, cool. Let's get the transducer down. Does the transducer... Yeah, I think the transducer needs a redstone signal in order to work. So we can craft ourselves a lever real quick. And bonk. Go. Okay, that's orange. Oh. And that has turned the terror inside this node right down to 0. Oh. Oh. Okay, but those are cool lighting effects. Very cool lightning effects, definitely. Okay, let's get this floor sorted out. What was it made of? Stone. Bonk. Okay, well I guess that's going to take a little while to charge up. And probably what I'm going to try and do is see what happens to it, and if it makes some Pediccio, I'll get that guy running. That'll be fun. But first I'm going to need to make some Vis relays. How many relays do you get? You only get 2 relays per balanced shard. Hello. Okay, that's turned orange now, and this now has 6 terra in there, and it looks different as well. That's really cool. So there's now an energized ore node. And I can't learn anything from that, of course, That's still fading. Right, so that's just constantly supplying terra. Is that right? I'm not understanding that fully. That seems to be the case, so if I want to use Pediccio as the Vis relay thing, I'm going to need to find a Pediccio node. Or a node with Pediccio in it anyway. I see. Right. Well, I was hoping that was going to be the case, but that doesn't seem to be working like I thought. I think we'll use up this balanced shard. Do I have 4 iron still? I'm going to need some more. You'll go ahead and bonk out my last balanced shard, which I did research. And we'll turn that into some Vis relays. Okay, that's going to require some Vis, of course. That's why I made it in here. Man, these things are so expensive. Alright. So, Vis relay. If I put this on the ground. Nice. Wow, that's awesome. How far, what's the range on this guy? Okay, wow. That looks cool. Is that working? It's kind of... The colour was green, but it isn't anymore. Well, we don't actually have anything for it to go to. Is it responding to me? Oh, hello. It's going into the wand, actually, is it? Yeah, it's draining into my wand. Is it going in here too? It actually is a little bit. Wow. Holy crap. Will this work even though I don't have a Vis relay? Wow, oh my goodness. Wow. I see. The reason that it's turning clear is because it only needs to send terror here, because this is where the terror is going. It's going in here. I have a massive smile on my face. Will this work if I get rid of these Vis relays? Let's do the fist test. Oh no. Oh no, no. That's not going to pass the fist test. That was not going to pass the fist test, I'm telling you. And I'm not wasting one of those. Okay, so even just standing close without using the Vis relay. Yeah, that's actually charging up probably quicker, actually. It looks like the Vis relay can only drain... If I get way back... Okay, no, it looks like it's going up at 0.05. You know, 0.05 every chunk. Every chunk. It did give me some numbers here, didn't it? Trina relay. There was a number that it gave, I just can't remember what that number is. Where is it? A steady supply of centivis or 100th of vis each tick. Okay, I see. So regardless of where I am and what it is, that's going to charge up. So what's the range on this? How far away can I be? Okay, this is still filling up. This is still filling up even though I'm over here. Okay, man, that is quite a big range. Man, well that's really cool. So that would be really nice if I could have some sort of network where I have all of these sort of like 6, I guess, primal nodes, or perhaps even a single node that has all 6 aspects in it, like an Azenor's sneak peek video. This is so cool. It's just, it's like a beam of energy, but why is this one white? Is that actually... Is that just a link between 2 relays? Like, what's going on there? Man, I really want to try the fist test on it, but I don't want to lose this. Well, that's fantastic. We basically have a free supply of terror now. It's going to go into the wand at a constant, albeit perhaps slow speed. Very awesome. Guys, I think that's going to have to be it for this episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. How much more of this should I do off camera? I don't think I want to do all that much, actually, because this is super duper, super duper, super duper awesome. I think next episode we're going to have to experiment with this a little bit more. Focal manipulation, wand recharge pedestal, that's probably going to happen next time. I hope that you guys Have yourselves a fantastic day. Thank you very much for watching. Kia kaha. And I'll see you in the next video.